Hello, St. Mary's, and welcome to Story Time with Mrs. G. Hope you had a nice day. It was a little warm. So, look who's joined me today for Story Time. This is Lily, equipped with her red cowboy boots and her purple plastic purse. She's come to join us for Story Time today. But I happen to have my very own purple plastic purse that I dug out of the attic to bring to story time today. Now, actually, it really isn't my purple plastic purse. It belongs to my daughter, Natalie, but for whatever reason, she just didn't feel a need to take it with her when she moved to Southern Pines. I would think every girl would want one in her wardrobe. So, we'll come back to the purple plastic purse in a little while. So, you probably know our story today is Lily's Purple Plastic Purse, written and illustrated by Kevin Hankes. And I would like to thank Alexis and Madison for this book. Their aunt is a professor, and she has a book festival, and Kevin Hankes was one of her guests. And look at what they got for me. They got me an autographed copy of Lily in the Purple Plastic Purse because they know how much I love Lily. So, let's see what Lily's up to today. Lily loved school. She loved the pointy pencils. She loved the squeaky chalk. And she loved the way her boots went click, click, clickety, click down the long, shiny hallways. Lily loved the privacy of her very own desk. And she loved the fish sticks and chocolate milk every Friday in the lunchwood. And most of all, she loved her teacher, Mr. Slinger. Mr. Slinger was as sharp as a tack. He wore artistic shirts, he wore glasses on a chain around his neck, and he wore a different colored tie for each day of the week. Wow, said Lily. That was just about all she could say. Wow. Instead of greeting students or good morning pupils, Mr. Slinger winked and said, hello. He thought that the deals in rows were old-fashioned and boring. Do you rodents think you can handle a semicircle? And he always provided the most tasty things that were curly and crunchy and very, very cheesy. I want to be a teacher when I grow up, said Lily. Me too, said her friends, Chester and Wilson and Victor. At home, Lily pretended to be Mr. Slinger. I am the teacher, she told her baby brother Julius. Listen up! And Lily even warned her own set of deluxe picture encyclopedias. What's with Lily? Asked her mother. I thought she wanted to be a surgeon or an ambulance driver or a diva, said her father. It must be because of her new teacher, Mr. Slinger, said her mother. Wow, said her father, and that was about all he could say was wow. Whenever the students had free time, they were permitted to go to the light bulb lab in the back of the classroom. They expressed their ideas creatively through drawings and writings. Lily went often. She had a lot of ideas. She drew pictures of Mr. Slinger. She wrote stories about him too. During sharing time, Lily showed her creations to the entire class. Wow, said Mr. Slinger. That was just about all that she could say. Wow. When Mr. Slinger had bus duty, Lily stood in line even though she didn't ride the bus. She raised her hand more than anyone in the class, even if she didn't know the answer. And she volunteered to stay after school and clap the erasers. I want to be a teacher when I grow up, said Lily. Excellent choice, said Mr. Slinger. One Monday morning, Lily came to school especially happy. She had gone shopping with her Grammy over the weekend, and Lily had a new pair of movie star sunglasses, complete with glittery diamonds. She had a chain like Mr. Slinger's. I'm just going to kind of put it on however Mrs. G can get it on. And she had 3 shiny, very shiny new quarters. And best of all, she had a brand new purple plastic purse that played a jaunty tune when it was open. Now, this purse used to play a very jaunty tune, but keep in mind it's over 20 years old and the jaunty tune no longer plays. We're going to take off the glittery glasses for now. Oh, Lily wanted to show everyone. Not now, said Mr. Slinger. Listen to our story. Lily had a hard time listening. Lily wanted to show everyone. Not now, said Mr. Slinger. Let's be considerate of our classmates. Lily had a hard time being considerate. Lily really wanted to show everyone. Not now, said Mr. Slinger. Wait until recess or sharing time. But Lily could not wait. The glasses were so glittery, and the quarters were so shiny, and the purse played such a marvelous tune, not to mention that it was excellent for storing her school supplies. Look, look, whispered Lily fiercely. Look, everyone, look at what I've got. Everyone looked, including Mr. Slinger. He was not amused. I'll just keep your things at my desk until the end of the day, said Mr. Slinger. They'll be safe there, and then you can take them home. Lily's stomach lurched. She felt like crying. Her glasses were gone. Her quarters were gone. Her purple plastic purse was gone. Lily longed for the purse all morning. She was even too sad to eat the snack Mr. Slinger had served before recess. That afternoon, Lily went to the light bulb lab, and she was still very sad. And she thought and thought, and then she became angry. She thought and thought some more, and then she became furious. And then she thought and thought just a bit longer, and then she drew a picture of Mr. Slinger. Big, fat, mean Mr. Stealing teacher, wanted by the FBI. I do not want to be a teacher when I grow up. And right before the last bell rang, Lily sneaked the drawing into Mr. Slinger's bag. When all the students were buttoned and zipped and snapped and tied and ready to go home, Mr. Slinger strolled over to Lily and gave her purple plastic purse back. It is a beautiful purse, said Mr. Slinger. Your quarters are nice and jingly. Those glasses are just absolutely fabulous. You may bring them back to school as long as you do not disturb the rest of the class. I do not want to be teacher when I grow up, Lily said as she marched out of the class. On the way home, Lily opened her purse, and her glasses and quarters were inside. And so was a note from Mr. Slinger. It said, "Today was a difficult day. Tomorrow will be better." There was also a small bag of tasting snacks at the bottom of the purse. Lily's stomach lurched. She felt like crying. She felt simply awful. And Lily ran all the way home and told her mother and father everything. Instead of watching her favorite cartoons, Lily decided to sit in the uncooperative chair. I'll stay here a while. A million years for Mr. Slinger. Why does everything always happen to me? 1051, 1052, 1053. That night, Lily drew a picture of Mr. Slinger and wrote a story about him. Lily was really, really, really sorry, so everyone forgave her, even her parents, even her stinky baby brother, even her, especially her incredible teacher. And then the sun shined its smiley face down on everything and everyone, even the bugs and the worms. The end. Listen up. I forgive everyone. Could be principal. Lily's mother wrote a note. Lily's father baked some tasty snacks for Lily to take to school the next day. I think Mr. Slinger will understand, said Lily's mother. I know he will, said Lily's father. The next morning, Lily got to school early. These are for you, Lily said to Mr. Slinger, because I am really, 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 really sorry. Mr. Slinger read the story, and he looked at the picture, and he read the note, and he sampled the snacks. Wow, said Mr. Slinger. That's about all he could say. Throughout the day, most of the day, Lily's purse and quarters and sunglasses were tucked safely inside her desk, and she peeked at them, but did not disturb a soul. Right before the last bell rang, Mr. Slinger served Lily's snacks to everyone's delight. What do you want to be when you grow up? Asked Mr. Slinger. A teacher! Everyone responded. Lily's response was the loudest. Excellent choice, said Mr. Slinger. And as the pupils filed out of the classroom, Lily held her purple plastic purse close to her heart, and Mr. Slinger was right. Today had been a better day. Louise ran and skipped and hopped and flew all the way home, and she was so happy. And she really did want to be a teacher when she grew up. That is, when she didn't want to be a dancer or a surgeon or an ambulance driver or a diva or a pilot or a hairdresser or a scuba diver. So, boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed our story. So, what did we learn from this story? Sometimes we say and do things without thinking. Now, I do, and I'm sure you do too. But I hope we learn that sometimes we need to be silent. But I said I'd bring your purse back, okay? So, crayons and paper, boys and girls. I want you to just draw a rectangle and put a little half circle on it. And that is going to be your purse if you're a girl, or your burse if you're a boy. Burse stands for boy purse. And I want you to draw 3 things that you would want to have inside your purse or your burse. Until tomorrow, au revoir, and have a great day.